What are we gonna do?
Grim. That's how it looks.
I'll take Grim right now.
I am the Grim Reaper.
Bit grim.
The bosses are good.
And make it grim.
A grim tale indeed.
It's a little grim.
Meaningless and grim.
It's the Grim.
It's Grim.
Pretty grim, huh?
Things look grim.
Good evening, anyone who's watching. Yeah, your old pal Grim isn't feeling too great, so this week that's why I'm not on camera. And this week we'll generate characters, try to make sure that they form some kind of cohesive group. And yeah, so we're playing Machinations every other week into the foreseeable, and this is also an opportunity potentially to playtest a few tweaks and bits and pieces for a revised edition, which is kind of it's not set in stone yet, but we're definitely going to do it. It's just when depends on everything. But I have finished the freelance work that I was doing, so hopefully I can finish or rattle off a bunch of smaller projects soon, and you won't have to stick to all my old stuff. But yeah, this will be an opportunity to play one of my own games, embarrass myself by not remembering my own rules. In my defense, it is over 10 years ago, and work on some revisions for the new edition. So I say new edition, like I said, revised edition, just kind of updated. Everything should be compatible, don't worry. All right, let's bring in the hordes of players who are going to make it very difficult to speak over each other. All right. Boink, 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 boink. Evening all.
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Buenas noches.
Yes. Kinder bueno noches to you too. Yeah, some new people who you'll get to know. Some old people turning up again who haven't been around in a while. And some people that usually just play on t-shirt streams. But you'll get to know everyone as we go along, I am sure. Twitch has errored because my stream title is too long, but no one watches us there anyway, so never mind. All right, I have very generously supplied you all with a PDF of the core book for free. So if you don't already have a copy, hard copy or PDF, you should call that up. But let's have a quick little discussion. What kind of group do you want to be? Are we talking mercenaries of dubious character? Are we talking a criminal group, a crew, a gang? Are we talking space pirates, itinerant traders who do a bit of everything, enforcers for the space mafia? What is anyone thinking? Let's have a free discussion.
Okay, hear me out. So you remember Mad Max 2, Lord Humongous and his huge gang of raiders and pillagers, and yeah. And, you know, with the gay boys and all that. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, the only thing I had thought was, you know, Space Pirates sounds fun, so I could see doing that.
No, we did Space Pirates for Fabula Ultima, and look how that turned out. We had a 16-year-old in charge of everything.
We had a great time. Everybody laughed.
We put everyone's name into a hat. We pulled them out. Everyone got a chance to be captain. But yeah, no, I'm totally fine with doing Marauders.
I
I was thinking space Buckaroo Banzai, but you know.
I think that going like not full on space pirate route, but like similar to like a traveler crew
Yeah, the
or
space
more
route.
apropos like Firefly, their crew.
How about
My,
pleasure
my idea
knots?
was basically do a reference to a character from Bande dessinée, from European comic books, that is Lone Sloan by Philippe Druillet, which is kind of the anti-heroic Flash Gordon. He's a pirate sometimes, he's a mercenary from sometimes, he's a freedom fighter, and well, the definition will be an spacer, some wanderer that goes around the cosmos doing whatever, no?
Like
Um,
on Ranzorox?
well, but
I
more
like
like
that.
Halo
I like
Jones.
that too.
You know, that Alan Moore comic from 2K AD, the Ballad of Halo Jones.
Hmm.
That will be my idea. This group be like a ragtag of Halo Jones lookalikes, in a sense that they are wanderers trying to find their place in the universe, no, and having adventures.
Or the
Space
space
hobos.
version of Chai Kane from or Kane from Kung Fu.
No.
Well, if you would sell that as Marcel as that character from Pulp Fiction, the one that was I don't recall the name. It was played by Samuel L. Jackson.
It's like Barbarella, but
yeah.
more amoral.
Yeah.
What did Death's Head used to call himself? Freelance peacekeeping agent.
Yeah, Death's Head. Yeah.
That was Death's Head version 1, of course. Okay, so wanderers, space hobos, basically do anything to get by while trying to find your place in the universe. Is that a generally broad and acceptable idea for everybody?
Generally broad and acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it covers all the bases of the various types of characters we could play.
You have no idea.
You can play pretty much anything. So, I mean, you can be humans if you want. You can be one of the established races from the setting, like the Erlanth, if you want, or you can make up whatever the hell it is you like. The system is flexible enough that you can put together just about any alien you can think of, and you don't even need to be humanoid in the slightest if you don't want to. Just a sec, need to turn another light on. Right, there we go. Bless you.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, that was self-inflicted.
All right. For stats, I want to trend slightly towards the slightly more heroic in terms of characters. So 4d6, drop the lowest, and assign where you want for your statistics.
Okay.
We're on the honor system, so.
Why don't you explain the attributes, because it's a little different.
Well, there's
Laz.
one primary difference.
Yeah, I mean, they're just comeliness is the only thing that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We included the comeliness statistic because we felt it was important to the genre that how sexy your character was a thing. Yeah, and if you wanted to play an ugly alien, you had an additional dump stat. So that was useful. We're intending to make comeliness slightly more useful in the revised edition. Kind of blending it together with charisma, but still making it different. So some people of equal looks can carry it differently, if you know what I mean. So it will be a bit like how you use and project your appearance, right? So, but yeah, humans will fuck anything, so it also kind of determines how attractive you are to the galactic standard. But it will be a little bit more than that in a revised edition. We'll get to the other stuff.
You said that
for
was
now,
46?
46, drop the lowest.
Okay, I've been rolling 3. Let me go fix that.
And assign where you want. And if you do roll low, don't worry about it. That makes things fun.
I'm going to go straight down the line. Let's see here. Ouch.
I have 2 8s, 1 9, and 11, a 16, and 2 more to go.
Oh, that's the best one.
I see T-shirts dropping some lore in the YouTube comments.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are dicks, at least from a human point of view. The bricks at Thun, who have decided that humans are vermin. I mean, they're not wrong. Humans are everywhere, and they breed a lot quicker than most species. So humans are kind of space rats in a way.
Oh, that means that humans are like sort of the equivalent, maybe, of what was that species called? Mass Effect. That was like the space cockroaches.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't remember their name at all.
Yeah, and there was that big war against them.
Mm-hmm. But they were like just kind of living in space stations, getting by, and no one liked them. They weren't considered truly sapient, even though they technically were.
As a cat that desperately wants attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't trust Dolphins T-shirt. They'll say anything.
They will.
And they're all sleazebags.
Total sex deviants.
If anyone's read Startide, they appreciate how horny dolphins can get. But you could play a dolphin if you wanted.
A dolphin
Get around.
that has like a mech suit that they can move around in, or is it like a dolphin that's bipedal?
No, every turn, someone from the team must spend their action applying water to you, or you take hit points of damage. Yes, in a mech suit or something.
Yeah, like the
In a
dolphins.
harness with a mister.
I mean, the dolphins in Joe Haldeman's Forever War. No? It's also a cameo in the Ballad of Halo Jones as the rulers of Earth. And when one of the I think it's the Minister of War, no, and when shows in that conflict that Halo did elicit, he shows in a bubble that is it's an autonomous mechanical device. It has it's a walker of kind.
Dolphins turn up a lot in sci-fi. Halo Jones, Star Trek, because they work as navigators on the Enterprise, amongst other things. Halo Jones. A lot of times they turn up as navigators, because I guess you kind of think navigating through space is a bit like navigating through sea, three-dimensional environment, that sort of thing.
David Brin and the Uplift cycle.
Yeah.
Blue
Startide
Planet
Rising in particular.
Blue Planet focuses heavily on cetaceans that were uplifted.
We played Blue Planet quite a lot. And my friend Andy played a killer whale with a mech suit, so he could come on land when he needed to. But he also had this enormous minigun strapped to his side. He would just kind of swim up, leap out of the water, mow people down, and disappear back into the water. Shamu. Yeah.
Of course.
I am excited for that game to finally get to my house. Because No, Blue Planet Recontact, the new edition of it.
No, I
We're all
think that
start-
the Duke Leaf Wars setting was edited for GURPS, right? I do recall that the David Brin novels, the license for the setting by David Brin was acquired by Stephen Jackson Games, and for
Yes.
future edition of GURPS, they did release the Off-Leaf setting handbook, I think.
I think that was just for GURPS third edition though, because that's where I think
Yeah.
most of their like licensed games used to be.
Okay, is everyone done with their stats yet?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got my stats down. That's about it so far.
Okay. Have you assigned them?
Yeah.
Okay. Has anyone not rolled and assigned their stats yet? No. Okay, good. Right. Next is race traits. If you're playing humans, then you get the adaptable trait 3 times, which gives you additional skill points when it comes to that section. Otherwise, you can mix and match traits as you wish. You can have 3 of them without any penalty. If you take a 4th trait, you take a penalty to your charisma. And if you take any more after that, you take -4 to stats for each extra trait that you take. So you get 3 for free, and if you want any more, you can, but it will cost you.
And what's the minimum amount you're allowed to reduce your attribute? Like,
You really shouldn't go below 3.
okay, so you can take on at extra abilities or traits. I'm sorry, nomenclature.
Yeah.
Until you get, but is there actually? Do you have it in the rules as a limit, or are you just
I
giving
don't-
your advice because it makes sense?
I don't have a limit. So if you want to completely incapacitate your character for everything except one thing, you can. It's just probably not a good idea. Personally, I would not go for any more than 5 traits maximum, because I think otherwise it makes your character way too super focused and way too bad at some things. So yeah, if you're playing human, it's adaptable 3 times. Otherwise, you've all got access to the book. Traits are available on page 19, where they are subdivided out by sort of type. So, if you want to play an insectoid alien, it lists the traits that are suitable for that, and so on. Otherwise, traits are also available.
Like
218, page 218, where they're listed alphabetically.
I'm kind of curious to know if there's going to be even more traits in the new edition of Machinations.
Well, if there's something you want and there doesn't seem to be a trait for it, let me know. I think we were fairly exhaustive, but if stuff comes up that hasn't been defined, then we'll certainly add to it.
Of course. Yeah, I know some people really like the addition of more of that kind of stuff if it's possible.
Yeah.
Equivalent of feats. So yeah, more feats are more customized. That's honestly the beauty of the system itself is how customizable it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The unique selling point, I think, for Machinations is that wide open traits race system. So
Edward,
it's the conflict and how we pronounce it. Machinations.
Or Machinations.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Your character sheet is absolutely not optimized for my book.
What do you mean book? What?
The sex bots.
Yeah, I wrote that. So.
I know.
But your character sheet doesn't have any of the stuff on there that's pertinent.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was before I started playing with all that. Sorry.
So, what's everyone thinking here?
I mean, most of it just crosses over, doesn't it?
No.
I'd have to look.
There are certain things that are robot appropriate only, like glitching.
Okay. Well, one of those one is a Word document you can copy and paste and correct.
I've already built a new document. Yeah.
I'd love to see it when you're done.
Sorry, someone was trying to ask something.
Oh, yeah, I was asking what everyone was thinking for races or species.
I don't know. I'm thinking either some kind of frog creature or maybe like one of, what are they called? From, I know they're in Star Trek. They're also in Wing Commander. The cat
Kzinti.
people. Yeah, the Kzinti. Basically that.
Let's see. Question with that is the culture thing. Is there you check a species in a culture, or how does it work?
Yeah. So generally speaking, what we've got here is where culture is part of the species, kind of like Star Trek aliens. So if you wanted to come from an austere culture, if you look on page 20, it says austere brackets culture. An austere culture makes do with little and values restraint, selflessness, and strength of will. Flagrant displays of wealth and consumption are frowned upon. And then it gives a list of different traits. So ascetic, begin play with a free point in investment. Strong-willed, increase your will save score by +2. Tough, increase your toughness save score by +2. So that's an example. I think there's a warrior species one. Warrior culture. You come from a culture with a proud warrior tradition. Battle combat, martial prowess. These are things of preeminent importance to you, or at least the culture you come from. And then suggested traits are combat reflexes, survival, tough, fighter, and weapon skill. So, culture's part of your sort of racial makeup. So if you wanted to play a human who came from a warrior culture, like an offshoot of humanity, you would probably take adaptable twice and then replace the last adaptable with a warrior associated trait.
So we could go. So theoretically, you could take from multiple species, or is it one species, one culture?
So you're building your species from these traits. Yeah. So if you wanted to play a warrior frog, you could take, a couple of amphibian associated traits and a warrior associated trait, but you can choose completely freely. So I would honestly suggest not going by the associated traits, but by going by the alphabetical list on page 218.
Yeah, I like that one better. I think it's easier to get a grasp of how to customize in case you don't have like a set idea.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think it was
mine goes to like 244.
Oh. The PDF?
Yeah.
It's on page 218, but that in the PDF is 223.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's counting the cover and stuff.
Me too. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to go pretty... I think I'm going to go pretty basic with some sort of like, I don't know, fox person. Play the furry.
Oh no.
I got a new shapeshifter.
Shit.
I'm going to do a barrel roll.
If power doesn't say you can take it more than once, you cannot take it more than once.
Yeah.
Like combat reflexes, you couldn't take that multiple times.
I think I say you can't.
Rules is written. That's just so you know. That's how it says things. I know you haven't delved into the mechanics in a while.
Yeah. You, unless it says otherwise, you can take each trait once. But there might be other traits that provide a similar effect, and you can stack those.
Correct.
And cybernetics is in there, but if you take that, you have to go to the cybernetics part of the book to find those items. How do you want us to handle that if we make a cybernetic character?
Well, for the moment, just take the trait if you want to, but otherwise you can just buy cybernetics.
Okay.
Taking the cybernetics trait means that your race has embraced body modification and cybernetics, and most of the people in your race are enhanced in some way. Each time you take that trait, you get a free basic cybernetic augmentation. So it saves you a bit of money and means you don't have to worry too much about getting the basics, but it won't give you anything advanced. You'd still have to pay out for that.
But do you still have the system shock kind of thing? Do you still have to make that roll?
Yeah, you still have to check for glitch and everything.
Okay.
Okay, so if I pick a shapeshifter as my race, what do I get from that versus the traits?
So you then look at the traits and decide which ones you want to have. You can mix and match with any other traits as well. This one is multiple, so you can take shapeshifting multiple times. So if you take it once, then you can kind of squish and contort your body and fit through holes and gaps and stuff. If you take it twice, you can change your appearance to create a perfect physical disguise, or like an octopus or a squid to change the coloration and texture of your skin to hide in stealth better. And then if you take it 3 times, then you can shift your flesh and form around your body to give yourself a free +1 bonus to anything you want to do. You can manifest any other trait that you want by shifting your body, which replaces that +1. Or you can give yourself an extra +1 bonus to any of your stats or skills. But it takes you a full turn with no other actions to shapeshift into the useful form. So that's like the ultimate end of shapeshifting.
Yeah, I'll probably just go for that.
Okay. So for your traits, then just put down true shapeshifting.
Just one? Or do I put 3?
That's all 3 traits.
Okay.
If you look on page 35, as it appears on the page, you could copy and paste the definitions of each of the levels of power.
Grim, how are we doing coded body? Would we can we have? I mean, how many extra bodies would we have sitting around, or can we buy more as we go, or?
I'm gonna make a space Molybdean. So yeah, it's basically just a Dark Eldar.
So if you take code body, create yourself a basic body anyway, and any other traits you take will be applied to that basic body, and then you can purchase other bodies or shift your consciousness as you find other things that you can put yourself into as we go.
Okay. Well, I want to buy a series of bodies eventually, so I got an idea for a character. So, okay, perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, silicon-based true shapeshifting. That sounds cool.
What should I call my species?
172.
It will be cheesy in it if my character was a transhuman.
So you want to be human but enhanced in some way?
Well, basically my idea was to make a furry in the sense that my character is a human but is a canine. So I didn't know if it will be polite to have both the species traits, because I'm checking the trait from canine evolved with the species and the human, and I'm not sure if it will be make the character quite unbalanced.
That was sort of along the lines of what I was thinking.
So I
Yes,
would,
I was-
I would take whatever traits you think are applicable. I mean, furry characters take in a huge variety from a human with cat ears all the way through to practically an animal. So I would look at the canine or feline, or I don't think I put a vulpine separately, so a fox would probably count as canine rules wise.
That's what you got it down as.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would look through those, pick however many traits out of those that you think fit, and then if you don't use at least 3 traits, fill in the space with adaptable to represent how close to human you are. I mean, if you're just a furry human, then obviously you take fur and then 2 levels of adaptable.
All right.
This is always the bit that takes a long time. Choice paralysis.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started. That's why I started on this yesterday. Just for this week. I've already got all this done. I just have to put it together.
Yeah. But people love the traits. That is the USP of MOTSP. So.
Absolutely.
Well, it's either choice paralysis of character creation or it's choice paralysis of what game to play for me. So
Well, it's also just reading through everything.
yeah.
I've been exposed to this, so it's like
I usually find it's best to think, okay, what's the idea, and then look for the traits that fit that idea.
Yep.
So, I'm going to play a Wookiee ordered off Wish.com. What traits are applicable for probably a boost to strength and constitution.
So I decided to go with fur, adaptable, and pack mentality.
Cool.
I have so far gone with beautiful and cold-blooded.
Mm-hmm.
There was a cultural one that seemed like it might fit with you. I think it's excess.
I think so, yeah. Or decadent. Is that the one?
libertine also.
What'd you say?
Libertine.
Yes, that would work too. I'll probably add one of those as a third one. +1 to will and tough to see. I suppose if the GM really wanted to screw with the cold-blooded character, they could introduce a heat wave on the ship.
Yes, as you fall closer and closer to a star or something.
Or like the life support is malfunctioning, like happened in Farscape.
Yeah.
I need to watch Farscape.
Supercharge is actually a skill, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Culture.
But don't worry about skills yet.
So what about a skill or an ability like tourist? Yeah, no, never.
No? Okay.
No. I mean, what I'm thinking about is I was going to ask, well, could that potentially be something you could take more than once? But no, I'm thinking about how the rules are set up right now. It wouldn't make sense. It would if So my suggestion about skills, then it would.
Yeah.
But not rules as written. It doesn't.
Do you think that having an Ed Solari, which are basically the Melniboneans of space. Do you think it would make sense for them to have a lower charisma than most people because of how they function as a society? So, because I'm trying to justify whether or not it would make sense to take a fourth trait.
I mean, a lowered charisma can represent a lot of things. It can be a cold and distant personality, awkwardness. It could be a lot of things. So it would be kind of up to you how you represented that lowered capability.
I think I'll have it just be kind of a cold, maybe somewhat awkward, but more so cold personality. But that means my charisma is going down a lot. So beautiful, cold-blooded, and 2-1.
It's more fun
Hey, Graham?
at things. Yes?
Can you roll me a 4-sided dice and choose my fate for me?
4.
Ah, okay, that's not bad. All right.
What did I do?
So I'm gonna play with the I picked code body extraction and mainly be able to change clothes quickly and acute hearing, and I'm going to be obsessed with 80s or like 70s 80s rock music, and so you were choosing who my body resembled first. So
You've got a cute earring. I don't care about your jewelry.
So I could have been David Bowie, Prince, Reverend Horton Heat, or Jim Reed. So I am Jim Reed of Jesus and Mary chain.
No, you need to be Bowie because everybody knows that Bowie was a spaceman.
Well, I'll be him next. After this body dies, I'll purchase a Bowie.
But then we need another random table for all of Bowie's different personalities.
Yeah,
that would be Ziggy Stardust.
There we go. I like that.
Specifically.
That's what I'll do. I'll make a little chart, and when I die, I'll find another
Come back
backup
as
body.
the thin white
Right
Duke.
now, I am Jim Reed.
I think it'd be really cool if eventually your character became like an alien prince, as in the musician, not an actual prince.
Well, he was number 2, so I had him on there. So
So there's a lot of Elvises out there. Elvi.
Yes.
Well, it's quite fun if he comes from a clone civilization, only prince.
It came from the planet of the Elvises. King of the Elvi.
Yeah, I put that basically character for lack of a better term is liquid metal.
Their queen.
Well, goddamn, you guys are you're really making me want to go ahead and play Alien Elvis now because I'm the only one who can really do the Elvis voice. So give me another peanut butter and nanner sandwich and we'll go knock this thing out. Okay, dig. Take care of business, baby.
Elvis touched me while I was in my mom's belly, so that's a true story.
Thank you very much.
Yep, my mom was getting off a plane, or this is way back, and they let the women off first, and like Elvis happened to be in the front of the plane, and as my mom walked by with me pregnant, he like touched us, and I remember what she told like, oh, good, something. I don't know what he said, but anyway, so
you don't remember?
My mom's told the story a bunch of times.
He was a fetus. Of course, he doesn't remember.
I don't.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I mean.
Actually, what would be horrifying is if I made my character a combination of Jim Jones and Elvis. That would be like, all right, everybody, we're going to drink this here Kool-Aid and we're all going to go see Jesus together. Y'all are with me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we found the party captain.
Rocker boy
All right.
Elvis.
Has everyone done their traits now?
I just need to get 2 more and then I'll be finished. So decadent, I'll take that one. So increase concentration.
Which one are you
by
taking?
2. I'm taking excess.
Okay.
That's the third one. And then number 4 is... And I'll fill them out, and then I'll be finished. Well, with that part.
Okay. Give you a couple of minutes to cut and paste or whatever.
Yep.
Doobie-doobie-doo.
Cultural. Maybe in the second edition you'll like have the cultural like alphabetize the types of traits, and then you can go through them that way or something. I don't know.
There's a ton of different ways that they could be organized.
Well, yeah.
So like the way I did it originally was like categories and then had the full list at the end. Most people seem to think I should reverse that, but then you could organize them by type, culture, species, enhancement. There's too many different ways to do it, and I don't want the book to just be the traits listed 12 times in different ways.
Or you could make a cross.
All the ways he could have organized them, this is one of them.
Sorry, what was that, Ed?
You could make a cross-referenced PDF. That they
Yeah.
We'll talk about that one later because I've been thinking about it. Because believe me, in the very beginning, that was like the weirdest thing for me. I was incredibly confused about what was going on with alien traits. It took me, like I said, it was weird. And once I got it and put it together, but even now, like I just use the alphabetical. It's been much easier. Yeah.
It took me a minute, but I figured it out.
All right. I'm going to assume you're done with race traits now. So what you need to pick next is your class. Are you a scion, a killer, a scholar, or an expert? So experts are the rogue equivalent, but if you just want to play someone who is skilled, that's what you want to go for. Scholars can be taken a couple of different ways. You could have a robot companion or something similar to that, which you're constantly tinkering with, or you could be a really effective engineer, or you could know a lot about xenoarchaeology or science. Any sort of brainiac character scholars are good for. Killers are good at completely fucking murdering people, and scions are weird psychics who are kind of set apart. Each scion gets a witch mark, which points them out as being a psychic and a deviant from the rest of their species. Some places they're accepted, some places they're not. So it's up to you. But yeah, pick a class. And make sure at least one of you can pilot a starship.
I got a question with that. So what's like that's one of the things. Is security or tinkering, would that be involved getting involved with computer systems?
That's hacking.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hacking is for computer systems, which is a scholar skill, I think.
It is, yes.
So I took as a racial trait pack mentality, which lets me assist others. I think I'm more oriented towards being a scholar, possibly a medic.
Yeah, that could work. Or you could play as an expert and be more of a sort of supportive bard, really, sort of cheerleading everybody. But it'd be useful to have a medic.
I'll probably go killer. Since I take half damage.
Cool.
I'm going to play a scholar.
Okay.
With an animal companion.
So is a look save supposed to be like you get mud on you, and if you roll high enough on a luck save, it doesn't actually hit you?
It would mean you looked sexually like ruffled and interesting rather than just like horrible.
Okay.
You know?
You look sexy even though you're dirty.
Yeah.
On the plus side, it's perfect for
Perfect
mud
for
wrestling.
what?
Yes.
Mud
Or
wrestling.
grits wrestling.
Oh.
Okay. Skill points. We're starting at first level.
Starting at first level. So once you've got your class, turn to page 38. That's where the listing of the classes starts. And if you look at level 1, it'll tell you what you roll for your hit points, what your attack bonus is, and how many skill points you get. Oh, the stat bonuses are the same as modern D&D, not old school D&D. So,
Well, I start with max HP for a change. Oh my god, I've always got like 2 or 3 hit points to start.
Okay.
Alright, skills, saves.
I suppose I'll be an expert who's a hotshot pilot.
Ooh,
Cool.
yeah.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have total faith in your abilities.
Okay.
so your skill points will be determined by your class and apply your intelligence and wisdom bonus. But the minimum it can be is 1. And you start with all your basic skills already at 1. That's climb, languages, search, security, sleight of hand, sneak attack, stealth, structure, survival, and tinker all already start at 1.
And disguise. Disguise is an everyman skill that you get at
That's
1.
in the Sexbot book?
Yes.
Cool, thanks.
I added that one specifically because of that.
So we all know how to cosplay.
I am.
I mean, doesn't everybody basically have a persona that they show to everybody else?
Oh, and you add your constitution bonus to your hit points as per. If it's a penalty, you can't go lower than 1 hit point. We should probably talk about saves. So save is half your stat, rounding up, and each class gets a bonus to save. Experts can raise any of their saves by +1. Killers can raise toughness, reflexes, or power by +2. Scions can raise their charm, logic, or will save by +2. Some of your
Saves.
traits may have given you bonuses to saves, so you can factor those in now as well.
It's divided by 2 plus the modifier, right? For saves.
The saves is just half your stat.
Oh.
Mods.
Oh.
Okay.
Right? And then if you've got a trait that gives you a bonus to a save, then it's the whole number added to the save. So if you have, I don't know,
Is it round up or round down?
round up.
Tell me if you need me to mute myself because of the dogs.
You're right at the moment.
Okay.
So nobody played a Scion?
Nope.
Good.
Not so far,
It's a pain in the
anyways.
ass.
Yeah, I played one in the last. Yeah, I think I played one in one of the games you ran. That was no, I don't want to play a Scion. Not again.
I didn't want to deal with all that.
Yeah,
Oh.
magic users always a pain in the ass.
Experts don't get a save bonus on anything, do they?
Yes, they do. Experts.
They get +1 to 1 save.
Yeah, any save you like, you can add 1 to. Yep.
Just one of them, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting power attack, pilot starship, and what else should I get?
Yeah, so your skill points you can spend according to your class. Will tell you which skill lists you can buy from, or everyone can buy from the general skills. And some traits may have given you bonuses to skill points or to particular skills.
You don't normally get a ranged or close damage bonus, do you? That's only if your class gets it, right?
You may, because it's all from different stats, so we will get to that.
Also, I think if you take a certain trait for your species, you can get a bonus to that. Had to raise my dexterity because I am a pilot.
I have piloting too.
Oh, are you a hotshot pilot as well?
I have what is it, 16 decks. I have 3.
Never hurts to have a backup.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You could always pilot the getaway shuttle.
Or if actually, I don't think is there a riding skill as well, or would piloting work the same?
Riding is separate.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, with yours, my character's also from a Cavalier project. I even have Lover as a skill. So we probably get along pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Or we get along terribly because we're both so similar.
It's true. All right. Does anyone need any more advice on skills, or is everyone?
I have a question for you. So, trained animal. Your companion has +1 close attack, D4 damage, 1 hit die at D8, and a single skill point at level 1. 4 species trait saves at 6. So this is slightly better than the one that you have under how to create your own critters.
Yeah.
Where do you buy the skill from?
From general skills or the default basic skills.
Everyman, gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
And obviously it has to make sense for the creature. So a lot of the general skills don't, make sense.
Right.
Training would.
Yeah.
I guess you could have a helper monkey that's trained to pilot spaceships, but
Oh.
I think I'm gonna be something like a hotshot pilot that was associated with like robberies.
So a getaway pilot.
Yeah.
Your baby driver?
Yeah.
I'll put that I was Grey Goo, for like a better term, that self-hacked. But instead of going, I want to kill everything, it's more so that I just want to have fun.
Yeah, I think my character, she basically was like, my people are so like obsessed with like drugs, sex, and rock and roll. So I'm just gonna get out of there and like find my own drug, sex, and rock and roll away from my parents.
I could have been that, I was something they created for that intent, and you just stole.
That could work.
I was like when
So-
there's pre-established relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many skill points do we get to start off with?
Which class are you?
I am the scholar.
Okay. So you
3.
start with 3 plus your int and whiz modifiers.
Okay. So, add both those together.
Yeah, what's the modifiers on each?
Intelligence +1, wisdom +1.
Okay, so you start with 5 skill points, and you can buy from Everyman, General, and Scholastic skills.
Okay, so plus the adaptable, that gives me 8 points.
Yes. Remember, if you took adaptable, each level of adaptable gives you an additional skill point.
Graham,
And all the Everyman skills already start at 1. Yes, Yavor.
if I read this correctly, on page 97 for your basic cybernetics, where it's got like arm or leg, and then it's got the glitch numbers afterward. Does that mean I get the +1 strength and +3 hit points every time I go up a notch, like 2, 4, 8, and each one is like another one? That's way powerful.
Yes, that's how it's
Yes.
currently as rules is written.
Yes.
Wow.
So if you want to go full Borg, you can. The glitch level is.
But
yes, but when you have things installed, you have to make save rolls to incorporate the mechanism.
Right, but the other part of it too is that the glitch numbers are what they are. They're cumulative. They're not like set numbers, right?
Yeah. Each time you get a new cybernetic replacement part, you're asked to make 2 saving rolls, one for toughness and one for will.
Right.
These represent your psychological and physical dealing with the modifications made to your body. Each cybernetic item has 3 numbers in glitch. The first is the number of glitch points you gain if you make both saves. The second, if you only make 1 save. And the last, if you fail both saves.
And
every 10 points of glitch you accumulate, you suffer a randomly determined penalty.
But I ignore 20 points of glitch.
Yeah. So as a robot, you have a default baseline body, but when you modify too far from that, you start running into problems.
Right.
So, but you get to ignore the first 20 points of glitch, like you say. But you still have to make those saves.
I still have to make those saves?
Yes.
That's going to be a lot of saves.
And that will determine how much glitch you get. Because you're welding bits onto your chassis that aren't necessarily meant to be there.
It's not part of the design.
Yeah. Sexbot legs and Killdozer arms don't necessarily work together very well.
Oh, says who? How dare you kink shame me?
Look out, the Skankbot 3000's gone crazy. Roar! Smash nards! No!
This is when I'm really wishing that I had a PDF form fillable character sheet so I didn't have to switch between the browser and my PDF that I'm looking at.
I know.
So does that mean you're not playing the Crushinator?
But Pa, I love him.
But Pa, I love him.
Bender is canonically a bit of a chubby chaser, isn't he?
My favorite still is give me your firstborn. He just goes, okay. The devil's like, wow, that's messed up even for me.
Robo Satan.
Yeah, having to switch between your PDF reader and your browser, first world problems.
So that's
All
why I
right,
just
is everyone
like to
done?
open my browser.
Is everyone done with skills?
I
just-
am
the last
not
one's
quite
out.
done.
I'm mostly done. I'm still working on my animal. So, but you don't have to wait for me on that part unless
Okay.
we get crazy instantly.
Well, Witch Queen, let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Calculating your ranged attack score. All right. Take your basic attack score from your class, and unless you're a killer, that's going to be +0. And your ranged attack score is equal to your base attack bonus plus your dexterity bonus.
Even level 1, it's 0 with the tech bonus.
Yeah. All right, and your close attack score. Your close attack score is your base attack plus your strength bonus. Okay. Ranged. Sorry, what?
Sorry, would you? I'm sorry, I was getting this drawn up. Would you care to explain that the ranged attack one more time?
Okay, ranged attack is equal to your base attack bonus from your class, which should be +0, plus your dexterity bonus.
Plus Dex 1.
Okay. Your close attack is your base attack bonus plus your strength bonus.
1.
Okay. Your ranged defense is 12 plus your dexterity bonus.
What's wisdom?
Doesn't say so.
I believe you. I still believe. Ranged.
I think you're thinking of damage bonus. Right, so your close defense score is 12 plus your constitution bonus.
Oh, 14, not bad.
I'm pretty good at ranged combat.
No one's playing a Scion, so we don't need to worry about side points. Right, your ranged damage bonus is your wisdom bonus.
That's it. Oh, God.
Yeah, I tried to spread out the stats that give you bonuses so that it wasn't like dexterity for everything.
Yeah, no, I caught that immediately. I think that for some reason, range defense made sense to me because that like always was like spot check, in third edition. So that gave you
Yeah. I think it was a toss-up. I've done different things in different games. Sometimes I pay more attention to situational awareness and other times to sort of reflexes and getting out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And your close damage bonus is your strength bonus. Your social reaction score is your comeliness and charisma bonuses added together. Most people you encounter will have a default reaction to you based on their role in the adventure: murderous, hostile, suspicious, etc. Your social reaction score may temper that. If you do use it, roll a d20, add your social reaction bonus. Anything over 20 indicates a more positive reaction. Anything less than a 10 indicates a more negative reaction. A roll of 1 is always a disaster, social faux pas, and so on.
Is it you add your wisdom and comeliness scores together, or the bonuses together?
The bonuses, charisma
Okay.
and comeliness together.
Yep.
Then that brings me to a 0.
Yeah. But it will only temper reactions, so like a band of necromonkeys won't suddenly stop trying to eat your brains and like share a beer and invite you to movie night. It just means they might pause a moment before they eat your brains. And your initiative bonus is equal to your basic attack plus your wisdom bonus.
Yep.
Did anyone take the savings skill?
I did not.
On the fillable sheet, I'm not seeing the damage bonuses.
Well, there must be somewhere for you to make a note, so let's just do it there.
I'll just do it under. So it's close and range, right?
Close and ranged, yeah.
Okay.
Closest strength bonus,
And then
range
is wisdom.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Close strength. Yeah, that sucks.
Actually, maybe I should get. See, make my
Hey.
one.
Does anyone have
any...
Yes.
Okay, so now I got to make all these saves, huh?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, ready?
Good. I trust you if you just want to do it yourself.
Okay, doke.
Okay.
What is the difficulties on these? You have to. It's a roll low system, right?
Yeah, it's roll under your save.
D20.
Yeah.
And it's what? It's all con based.
It's all. Hang on. Got to find it again now. I think it was con and wisdom. One thing I'm thinking about doing for the revised edition is to get rid of the separate names for the saves.
Yeah.
And just have them listed as a column next to the stats.
That's a good idea.
I was gonna do more with them, but they ended up not, which is why they were separated out. So yeah, it's a Constitution, which is a Toughness save, and a Wisdom, which is a Will save, for each one.
That's gonna be a lot of saves. Okay.
Succeed both, take the small number. Succeed one, take the middle number. Fail both, take the biggest number of glitch.
Yeah. Yeah, for purposes of this, given we'll probably need to make ship parts, that's what I'm going to do for a skill.
So
like
I'm kind of behind. How do you calculate saves exactly?
Saves are half the stat rounded up.
Okay.
And then if you've got any modifiers, you modify the save number by that.
Gotcha.
So if you had a Constitution of 10, your Toughness save would be 5, and then if you had a background thing that boosted your toughness by +2, that would raise it to 7.
Awesome.
So when you blow both saves, you get the highest number.
That's right.
Suckers.
But remember, you're going to be able to take 30 glitch before anything happens to you. which is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the goal isn't to make the idea unplayable.
No, it's to make it fun or
dangerous.
Yeah.
So, if I calculated correctly, my look save is an 8. Or a 9, actually, because of the bonus.
Yeah.
Good job. The first level, that's about as good as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
So saves serve a bit of a dual role in MOTSP. If you fail a skill, making the save associated with that skill lets you sort of recover or not fail quite as badly. And then they also serve the role of conventional saves. So, say you were tinkering with the ship's engine and you made an appropriate skill roll and you failed, you could then immediately make a logic save to salvage the situation somewhat, or at least not break anything.
Cool.
Would a trained animal go off of my initiative?
Probably go on its own, actually. I need the little GM's room. I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Initiative plus 0. I see it.
Now, while he's gone, let's conspire.
Arrgh.
Well, I'm getting into where basically Grey Goo nanite thing, liquid metal person, can repair the ship and pilot it. So
my character sadly does not have the skill points to raise anything higher than the 4 points I have from being an expert. So unfortunately, my highest skill is pilot starship at 2 out of 6.
I only got 1 in it, but I can put myself to +1.
Oh,
if I need to.
Yeah, the only skills I took that aren't like the everyman skills are lover, perform dancing, and pilot starship. Those are the only 3 skills I took.
Yeah, I took power attack, pilot starship, and make ship parts.
Okay.
Because I figure that if something happens, that I can actually jimmy something up.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple ranks in tinker, a couple ranks in medicine, and I might put 2 ranks in repurpose just to, you have use with both biology and technology.
Repurpose, I think, is a great underutilized style of skill that allows you to really get creative.
Yeah, all right, cool. So I've got 2 ranks in it, so I got a 1 and 3 of success.
Mm-hmm. It's a start. So I'm taking a extreme alien xeno-archaeologist that has a trained animal.
You always play the weird stuff.
Not always. I'm pushing the rules on this one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attributes, alien traits.
I have 3 in medicine, so you got a 50-50.
Oh, that's awesome.
But no first aid, so you got to get back to like the ship's medical room.
Well, if we level up and we play long enough, one of our characters will inevitably get first aid or something else.
I have medicine at 1.
Yeah, I'll get if he's got repurpose, I'll get rid of make parts. I'll put my power
T-shirt. You could be like you could be a sex bot that's been repurposed, or a medical bot that's been repurposed for some other jobs.
No, I already know what my backstory is.
And medicine allows you to do first aid, just so you know.
Well, right, but first aid is also a dedicated general skill.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, if you have medicine, I don't think you really need to take first aid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like if you're a doctor, you know how to field dress a wound or do CPR.
Plane.
Or is a drone.
It's a hell of a big drone.
Mm-hmm. There's some big drones.
Plane.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
I might need a bit of help here because my character is an expert, but the concept I have in mind was something the line of being a fencer, being a
Combat, you mean? Not annoying? Like,
sorry, come again, I didn't hear you.
you meant combat offensive, not annoying?
No, I mean a fencer. Like she's
Like a sword
close
fighter.
combat, using power swords or vibroblades and that kind of weaponry.
Actually, yeah. Actually, if it's given off sense, I'm just gonna go fully into flurry of blows. So I'm only on -2 for striking multiple times.
Oh, Shanatsky,
Yeah.
this character is my response to yours in my Ashes Without Numbers game.
Okay. Should I be happy or should I be sad about that?
Or maybe terrified.
All right, I am back.
Awesome.
How much later?
I could hear you. I don't know what's happened, but my headphone widget can apparently reach the whole house now. So,
Wow.
It's a good thing your sound is turned off then.
well, the mic is separate, but yes, it is a very good thing you didn't hear me.
I was imagining something like the original Naked Gun movie.
Or, no, actually, wait a minute. Nobody except me has probably seen the first episode of season 2 of Peacemaker, have you?
No.
No, I saw it. And I was
my God.
I was thinking, is that real? And then I realized later, yep, that when the fat guy came and was watching from the outside, like, yep, that's real.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was laughing my ass off, especially when they're, Maxwell Lord is sitting there when his damn microphone thing is turned off the wrong way. So they're hearing all the shit that they're saying about Peacemaker.
All right, starting gear. Every new character starts with 750 GP, which is the old Imperial currency called the Gramp, and it's equivalent to grams of palladium. It's just pure coincidence that it comes out to GP, so it's relatable to people.
Absolutely.
If you have the saving skill, you start with some more money.
$715. To equip it. Fill your hand.
God damn it. So
Right.
my glitching actually lost me a point of strength, but then I got it back from the modification. So I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
so you leak hydraulic fluid or something. Right. There is a problem with the way in which I organized making gear, in that the costs don't work for the smaller weapons, right? Because every new special thing you add to a weapon multiplies the cost. But unfortunately, the way that works means that if you have a miniaturized planet destroyer, it works out cheaper than a full-sized planet destroyer, which isn't how it should work. So I am going to change that for the revised edition, but I haven't quite figured out the rules for it yet. I think it'll be
This is funnier though.
I think it'll be a flat multiplier at the end, depending on the size and so on of the weapon material and so on. So, if you want to just take the basic version of something, you can. That's just as it's listed. If you want to take a modified version of something, you can only have the sort of medium version thereof. Okay?
Okay.
What amazing
hello.
exotech are you starting us with?
None at all.
Oh, no.
Keep some money back to collectively buy a ship together, if you can, or rent one, which is more likely. Or we can have the first adventure stealing or claiming a ship in some way.
We did that in the other game. Let's just.
We did do that in the other game. So
How much do we need to actually spend to get a ship?
to purchase a ship outright, you would need 10,000 GP, which you don't have.
Fuck.
So
Yeah.
renting, you'll need to save about 1,000 GP.
I could put like, let's see, how many of us are there total?
Well, we start with 700, so that's
And 50.
750.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That 50 is important.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of us, so if we put like 1.5, 150. Actually, more than that, or like almost 1.25.
Well, then I will buy the bare minimum.
One bear.
Exactly.
I wasn't going to load up on weapons and armor anyway.
I only have so far a suit of medium armor and a skin, an ultralight skin suit beneath that.
143 per person for all 7 of us.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Grim,
Yeah, Vol?
will you please explain how armor works as compared to defense scores?
Okay. Defense score is how difficult it is to hit you. Your armor reduces the damage you take when struck. So it can be possible when you're wearing the heavy armor that it has a defense penalty, meaning that it will stop a lot of damage, but you're easy to hit because you're stomping around like one of those aliens from the start of Fifth Element. Force fields can either absorb incoming damage or they can try to deflect shots away from you. So that's the way they work. So ultralight armor stops 1 damage from any attack made against you. Very light armor 1d2, light 1d3, so on 1d4, 1d6, 1d8, 1d10, 1d12.
So that means that since I'm wearing ultralight and medium, I get 1d4 plus 1 protection.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Armor
ultralight is
stat?
one of the only ones that can be combined with other armor.
Oh, cool.
So your ultralight armor could be a skin-tight bodysuit underneath everything else that you wear, or it could be a loose jacket of tough fabric, a cape with laser reflecting fibers. You can get creative with it.
I kind of wanted to go for the sleek Mass Effect style getup, basically.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm imagining. Of course, I think what they wore would be, well, the Systems Alliance people would probably wear like heavy instead of medium.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get vicious two-hander.
Okay, so if we look at the stats for weapons, two-handed close combat weapons. Yeah, so we take the medium one. That is a martial weapon. So that's D10 costs you damage, costs you 50 gold pieces, and you made it vicious. So it actually costs 150 gold pieces and does D12 damage. So how is it upgraded to vicious? Does it have a chainsaw blade? Vibration? Is it an energy sword?
I'd say vibration.
Yeah. So those lava swords are one of the only really cool things in Rebel Moon.
I didn't even watch those movies.
I need to watch the second one. I haven't gotten around to it. I want to see the director's cut, uncensored one though.
I've heard that one's one to watch.
With the power of grain.
Yeah, the power of grain. Those slow, the what is it? The slow motion grain reaping scenes and harvesting scenes will be.
It gets even stupider. The way they protect the village is they use the grain
as a shield.
Yeah, as a shield.
Operation Grain Shield. Oh no, we can't shoot them. They have grain.
Hey, carbs are important.
Speaking of important, explain how ammo works.
Okay, instead of having an ammo score, weapons have an ammo save. So after an engagement, you roll and you see whether you've used a clip or not, depending on the ammo save. If you want a weapon to have infinite ammo, you have to up its ammo save to 20.
Is that a clip or a magazine?
Whichever is appropriate to the weapon.
Or
They're
power
obviously heat clips.
Yeah, although if you're John Wayne, you automatically have any break action double-barreled shotgun you use has infinite ammo.
How do you want us to note the armor defeating quality if you paid extra for that on the sheet? Just write armor defeating next to it?
Just, yeah, or armor defeating
Right.
minus, and then however many levels of armor defeating you
got. Okay.
What kind was... So, what was that? A martial one-handed weapon?
Yeah, I took the high caliber pistol.
Okay. Okay, and you can decide whether that's a slug thrower or a beamer or what.
Okay.
Yeah, if this is energy two-hander. There we go.
Are you meant to subtract or divide the modifiers if they're bad?
So what have you taken?
I'm trying to take inaccurate for my high caliber or what's it called that high caliber carbine.
Yeah. So,
but it says like negative 0.25, and I don't know if it's like a.
So what I normally do is I note down the modifiers I want for the weapon, and then note down the multipliers, and then I total up the multiplier. So you would take away that one from the other multipliers you've added on, and then once that's done, then I multiply the base cost.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But I see you can make a more realistic version of the Thark rifle from John Carter of Mars.
Yes, you could.
So we had to save back about roughly 150 credits for For the ship?
Towards the ship hire, yeah.
I thought it was
Okay.
like 130 something.
It was 143, I think.
Oh, was it?
Uh,
I thought it was
it
130
needs
something.
it needs to be 1,000 total, at least. Yeah, that'll probably work best.
So inaccurate times 2. So that gives me only a +0 to my ranged combat bonus. I'm gonna have to sell this gun.
And so I'm clear. If a modification costs 1 times, then I'm doubling the cost of the weapon, or is it staying the same?
Yeah. You have like an imaginary ×1 onto which you add all the other modifiers.
Yeah. I'll put as my weapons based like a saber claw.
Cool.
So it would attach to the wrist for lack of a term, so you can still actually use the normal hand.
You can have force fields and armor, which you may wish to do because force fields make you harder to hit or absorb damage.
Yep.
I was just about how do you want us to note that? Do you want us to just add it on our defense if that's what we want to do, or?
Yeah, just
Okay.
do like a slash and then the higher number or something.
Okay. All right.
Well, it's interesting that you have like, was it for melee? It's like you roll the armor type, as it were.
Yeah, to reduce damage.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure how you wanted to mark it on the sheet. If
Yeah.
a slash or a permanent add-on or whatever. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I got a 2 shield, and my armor is 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah, it's pretty much always worth getting the ultralight armor as well as whatever other armor you're getting. I kind of think of it like a hard-wearing ship suit or something. So once you're done with weapons and armor, and you've set aside the money towards renting the ship, is there any other miscellaneous gear you want?
Yeah, I'm shopping for it right now.
Okay. Well, miscellaneous gear is on page 92, but it is by no means an exhaustive list at all. So if there's anything else extra you want to get, let me know. And I'll give you a price.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
How micromanaging do we need to be?
You don't need to be particularly micromanaging. Like, I'll assume that the ship has a set of tools. So it would just be if you wanted your own personal toolkit to carry
Mhm.
around and do stuff with that you'd need to worry. Uh,
You know, gotta like. Do I need to worry about ration?
depends on your character whether you need to worry about that.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. Oh, do I still have enough attributes to do that? Could I?
But no buying 75 slaves. Okay.
Just one?
What are you, Starbarians?
I mean, we could be playing Space Viking, that story.
The Traveller had the Space Vikings in it as well.
Mhm.
New era.
I need a bedazzled microphone stand. I don't know what's in that here that can double as a 10-foot pole. You know.
Do you have like some kind of like bucket that you sleep in, like
like Odo?
Yeah, like Odo.
Well, I don't go into a liquid state. I mean, basically, character could obviously sleep whatever. So I imagine that if we're worried about security, he'd probably sleep as like random objects around the area. Yeah, you ever play
Prey?
Prey, and the whole thing is like not a mimic.
A bedazzled microphone stand is 15 gold pieces. Wow,
Sweet.
sorry, 15 GP. Grams per
I
hour.
still wish they had a sequel to the original Prey.
Yeah. I mean, I think if anything, Alma would prefer sleeping with you, but
So I am making a stun baton.
Okay.
If I did this right, basic. I made it a D8 weapon. It's concealable and it does shocking.
I seem to recall Michael J. Straczynski talking about Babylon 5 and saying that his weapons didn't have stun settings because his characters were not afraid to commit.
Murder!
Yeah.
This
So
can
that
kill.
would be 65 GP, I believe, casted.
Yep, that's what I mapped out.
Okay. All good.
All right, I can contribute 200 to the ship.
I 143 for me on the ship. I mean, I got 67 left over if absolutely necessary.
I just have to finish putting together my pistol, and then I will tell you how much I have for the ship.
And likewise, I put that the little energy claw thing is in an off position, but literally just hides it in his body.
Yeah.
Well, crap. I guess I can't afford a spacesuit.
Guess you better not go walking into space.
Yes, that's one nice thing about being a synthetic. I get my own spacesuit.
Wow, your own spacesuit.
I guess we know who's going out for repairs. And the space milk.
All right, I have 145 to contribute for ship.
For my pistol, I am going to take probably reduce capacity and be concealable. So 25 times 5 minus 25 times.
So Grim, you could put reinforced 3 times on ultralight armor.
You could.
The price wouldn't be too ludicrous either.
I know, because my way of doing it is broken. So, which I guess we won't worry about during character creation, but yeah.
Well, look, it's pretty clear in how you wrote the rules that you weren't concerned about balance at every step, and it even tells you in the beginning.
Well, no, but I still think that a Derringer that can take out a planet should probably cost more than a ship cannon that can take out a planet. So I have to work out some sort of miniaturization thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. You need an extreme miniaturization multiplier for weapons.
Yeah, the smaller the weapon, the smaller the weapon, the more the modifications should cost.
Yeah,
and probably the larger as well to an extent. I think that's already factored in. So yeah, some sort of miniaturization penalty.
I mean, if you could do something similar to Cities in Flight, which is a series book from the 50s, with the premise that a bunch of cities like New York, Barcelona, London literally become independent from Earth and turn into wandering spaceships.
That is a cool idea. I love that book. It is really good. Cities in Flight. Spin Dizzy Drive.
Cities in Flight is quite funny because the idea was make an Oki, the subgenre of dramatic novels about the Oklahoma people emigrating by the crisis induced by the Dust Bowl during the Great Depression. That's the grapes of wrath and etc. etc. And that is the idea that the Earth as becomes a unipolar rural planet, and many people use this technology called the spin disease that allows cities to become spaceships. And also there is a drug that increases the longevity of people. So you'll find the whole the world citizenship of New York, because the main protagonist of this series of novels is New York City, acting like Okies, and going through the cosmos, basically selling their skills or solving all kinds of situations and troubles, like intermediating intergalactic conflict. And well, it's quite funny, the idea of finding rule systems that allows you to literally make a flying city, not a space station, a flying city.
It's a bit like the way that space technology works in Explorers, that kids film, where it creates a force bubble and then you can move around with it.
Yeah,
I should watch that film again.
Not that the Explorers was the technology used by the kids is basically a ripoff from of the Spin Daisy. From Cities of Flight.
Is everyone done buying shit?
I am. I have 292 GP to put towards the ship.
Grim, repeat after me. In the updated module, you will make some sample weapons.
There are some sample weapons.
Where are
Not
they?
many of them.
I don't have to go looking in Satana Station, do I?
No.
Yeah, I don't know where they are either.
No, they're just a second. I just saw them earlier.
Sample weapons and armor, page 201.
There we go.
Good.
Yeah, they put the back.
Span core stealth suit, Fodry military concepts modular combat armor, Shaihan honor suit, Kokodan claw pick, Fodry security concept stun baton, Zilizix fuso nux, Erlanth officer's dress saber, Gibbs grind glove, Eyeblade hardlight app, Bagran piezo club, 01 Cyber Clan Bakakami Extendo Staff, North Star Axis Panzer Blade, ACS Gigantor Revolver, Bancat Rotor Cannon, Carstairs Zabri Flock Smasher, Parry Dakar Auto Laser.
Can I just say that I really love that you can have damage go up to a D20?
That's
that
what I
needs to
did.
be in more games. Using a D20 for damage is just really cool.
That's what I got for my Death Claw.
Awesome.
Righty then. If you just tell me how much money you have left all put together for the ship rental, I will make the ship because I can do some cool stuff if I make the ship.
I got 143 for the ship. I can do more if need be.
Well, you don't get to keep money, remember?
Oh, then yeah, then I'll just throw that 67, which would be
210 total.
Yeah.
Witch Queen, how much money did you have left?
Well, I forgot to get gear, so
Okay, figure it out.
yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll type it in the chat if you're finished.
All right. Fictional, how much money did you have left?
I'm still working on that because I was checking the core build for something simple as a Beaver Blade and a plasma gun. That's quite. I'm still overwhelmed by the skills byte because I did left that for no being behind the rest, but because I have a very clear concept in mind, but I find that the amount of skill points I have left is not good enough for the kind of concept. Well,
It
anyways,
gives you something to work towards, though.
yeah, well, is that my idea? Well, I don't want to take much time about this. My idea was that make this character to be a clone of the main villain of the model that I'm writing for this game.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, and because it's a level 1 character, then that villain is not a 1 level character. So no, I'm still working on the equipment purchases. If you could point me to how much credits cost a Beaver Blade and a plasma gun and a medium armor, will be very thankful.
Okay.
You can tell this came out in the early 2010s because it has augmented reality glasses.
Yeah, there's a couple telltales. So one of the things that will absolutely have to be addressed for the update is there's no discussion of social media, anything like TikTok or live streaming.
Well, yeah, galactic scale is kind of difficult, though. I was thinking of adding in the kind of galactic Usenet from Fire Upon the Deep and Deepness in the Sky by burn of
Yeah.
image.
You know what might be helpful for like keeping it somewhat timeless is to use retro tech for a lot of stuff, but make it science fictional.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Dustwarfen. If you don't have the book,
Everybody.
I will drop.
Yeah,
you
I've got a copy of it.
Okay.
I've just got
It's,
to figure out where I put it.
Yeah, we're just about finished, so I'll have to trust you to make your own character in your own time, probably.
Okay.
Right. I will assume that you all put in about 150 towards the ship rental when I make it. So
I put 145. That's all I had left.
What's the case with it?
I did buy
I put in. I think I put in 150.
Yeah,
but I'm still in the process of just buying shit now. So that number may go up.
Yeah, sorry to do this to you, Wolfen, but part of the reason we're just doing the character creation today is because I'm not feeling too well. And if all that's left is gear and so on, we can probably draw to a close there for now. If you could send me your character sheets via Discord or wherever else, once they're done, I'll drop my email in the private chat.
Okay.
Yes, you can either email me or message it to me on Discord. Yeah, and then we'll figure out stuff for the week after next for our inaugural session.
I've got a 214 for the ship, by the way.
Cool. All right, well, that will do it then for tonight. I'll leave you guys to make up your remaining character. We're basically playing Dust Wolf, and we're basically playing a bunch of space wanderers do whatever comes across their path and trying to find their place in the universe. So
But we have to be heroic. At least somewhat heroic.
What do you mean by heroic?
I don't know. You had Jane on Firefly. So he's not exactly a big damn hero, really.
But he has a folk song and everything.
I mean,
Cue to Journey of the Sorcerer in the background.
Also, I'll come up with a neat little intro or something specific to the campaign for then as well. But all right, I'll leave you to it to make up your characters. Level 1, that's Wolfen.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week for T-Shirts game, which
All
is
right,
Ashes Without Number, which is like a bunch of different apocalypses mashed together with some science fiction elements. I am on my main channel, Postmortem Video. I am currently doing an audiobook of the Daggerheart SRD. I hope to get that finished this week. I think I'm about halfway through the book because a lot of the rest is tables, and that's really monotonous to read out. So I'll probably skip over those for people, because I think it's more the rules they're interested in. But yeah, normal universes will be resumed as soon as possible. Sorry, what?
Drive through RPG. There is still a free RPG Day download. Still free. Still.
Yes, we have a quick start and some other stuff appearing on Drive-Thru and elsewhere. So avail yourself of that if you want to learn more about Machinations. We have T-shirts, Sex Robot book. We have Satana Station, which is a whole space station and a subsector, and all kinds of adventures and shenanigans and strange characters and things that you can find there, which we'll probably incorporate into these games because it's a fun place. Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon. And thanks for watching, people. Ciao.
Thanks for pimping.
Hasta la próxima.